Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
We begin tonight with a devastating fire destroying homes in Wayne County.
Luckily, nobody was home when the fire ripped through a series of condos today in Van Buren Township. Good evening. I'm Christy McDonald. Thanks for joining us. I'm in for Kimberly Gill. I'm
Devin Skillian. The fire happened on Woodbury Green Drive, not far from Haggerty and East Huron River Drive. Tim Pamplin there for us right now. Tim, folks just now getting home and seeing how bad this damage is.
Yeah, Devin and Chrissy, an awful sight out here in Van Buren. As you say, people are arriving home, finding their homes destroyed, now having to put their belongings out and try and salvage whatever they can. Fire ripping through this 4-unit condo complex just south of 94 along Haggerty Road in Van Buren Township. I'm being told no injuries to report. A little dog did pass away in the fire. Firefighters weren't able to get to that animal. No injuries to any humans, however. I'm being told this call came in at around about noon.
The call came in as an outside shed fire. The sheds are attached to the building. It got up into the side of the building and traveled across the roof upon the arrival of the fire department.
That boy is blazing, boy.
Oh, yeah. Firefighters initially ran in looking for residents and then went on the defensive, just surround and drown.
Do an initial primary search to make sure people were out. It would turn defensive when it came through the roof.
As we mentioned earlier, fire started inside one of those small sheds, hit a gas line, as you can see from these photos, and then the fire was off and racing, consuming the entire complex in about half an hour. Yeah, very fast moving fire. So as you come back out to us here, drone 4 above the complex, you can see the 4 units there, completely destroyed. Residents, as we saw earlier, just now arriving home from work, discovering the unimaginable. In fact, you can see a resident there on the left-hand side of the screen in a blue shirt, going through, seeing whatever they can salvage as they have to start afresh. Again, fortunately, no injuries to report out here. One dog did, however, pass away. That is the scene right now in Van Buren Township. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Horrible, but boy, what a look at it we got there. Our other top story here at 5, Governor Whitmer signing a series of bills into law aimed at preventing gun violence.
The laws will now require background checks on all guns sold in the state and establish penalties if guns aren't stored safely in homes. Victor Williams is live in East Lansing for us tonight. Victor, the location where she signed it, pretty significant.
Yes, Christy, Devin, that is correct. It happened on the campus of MSU over at Spartan Stadium, the same place where that unfortunate and tragic school shooting took place. Fast forwarding to today, it was very historic, but only the beginning. Governor Whitmer signing a new set of historic bills she says will ultimately prevent gun violence in the state of Michigan.
I think it's a great bill, long time coming.
Susie Mims knows the pain of losing someone to gun violence firsthand. She believes it's a step in the right direction. Along with other people in the organization, moms demand action for gun sense in America right at the Capitol.
My mom was murdered and my 16-year-old brother was murdered as well.
In the meantime, the State House has passed its red flag law, which would temporarily remove firearms from people deemed to be at risk in certain cases.
Every state has done their own variation version of it. And so there's a lot of levers and nuance, again, and complexity to making sure that these are done correctly. There is a slight difference between the Senate version. I support both versions.
State Representative Ranjiv Puri is the lead sponsor on the House version of the legislation. With the new proposal, a family member, partner, spouse, or mental health professional could petition a judge, forcing the individual to prove they're not a threat.
Anytime there's a senseless gun tragedy, there's a family left grieving, there's a community picking up pieces. And we don't need to live like this. We're the only country in the world where this happens as frequently.
Another representative, on the other hand, is not a fan.
I just don't think, frankly, we as a society want to go down the road of preemptively taking away citizens' God-given rights.
So far, 19 states have these laws intact, including New York, but one comes next for the state of Michigan.
The legislation today, we're going to be doing whatever we can to button that up and get it over to the governor's desk for signature. And then, again, I'm talking to colleagues and figuring out what will be next.
Now, in response, a new lawsuit has been filed against the legislator by Great Lakes Gun Rights and Michigan Open Carry. The following statement has been sent to us by Executive Director of Great Lakes Gun Rights, which reads, quote, "Suppressing speech is just as illegal and unconstitutional as passing these heinous gun control bills. That's why we're exercising our right to sue the legislator and hold them accountable for trampling over the gun rights and speech rights of law-abiding Michiganders. This level of blatant corruption cannot be allowed to stand." In Lansing, Victor Williams, Local 4.
It's going to be interesting to see some of the challenges. Thanks so much, Victor.
After 3 years of mask requirements, almost all of Michigan's major hospital systems are making masks optional. In a joint statement, 13 hospital systems say they will no longer require mask wearing inside hospitals and facilities. That includes Corewell, Ascension, Henry Ford, and the DMC. A drastic decline in COVID hospitalizations being credited for the move. Ahead here at 6, how both patients and workers feel about it. All right, now to an effort today to clean up a Detroit alley that had become a magnet for blight and illegal dumping.
People living along the alley on Montgomery Avenue near Dexter on the west side got the good news today. It was getting all cleaned up. Sean Lay is live in that neighborhood for us tonight. Sean, oh, it took a lot of work, huh?
I can't wait to show you around. Check out, Christy, this pile of debris. Just one pile here taken away from this alleyway. Look behind me here, and the alley is now clear. Wait till you see what it looked like a little earlier this morning. I also want you to pay attention to this. There was a lot of emotion out here today as decades of illegal dumping was wiped away.
This is something that we've always wanted.
The sounds of saws, bobcats, bringing Cynthia Johnson out of her home this morning on the city's west side and bringing her to tears. What may look like just an alley cleanup to most means so much more to Johnson.
This is something that we appreciate. We are human beings. We are seniors. We have children. We have people who are looking in our community who live here who just don't feel like they're being heard.
Detroit's Department of Neighborhoods clearing out the thousands of overgrown alleys, clearing out dumping in backyards, putting clear covers on windows instead of boards on homes that can be saved. Quality of life issues impacting lives.
Tears, big smiles, tears, big hugs. The lady almost broke my back today.
It warms your heart. It lets you know that your hard work is not going unnoticed.
It's overwhelming. It's grateful.
Grateful indeed. Again, it's not just this clear alley now that you are looking at. The Department of Neighborhoods targeting 2,000 alleys citywide to get them cleared out once and for all. That pile of debris, Christy, twice as tall as I am. And again, a lot of emotion out here tonight. This meant a lot to a lot of people. Back to you.
Yeah, so much progress, which means so much. But Sean, I know people are watching this and probably wondering, how can people show the city some of the worst alleys where they live?
We heard that question out here as well. So City of Neighborhood website, the neighborhood website on the City of Detroit website, there is an application there, just a simple request to have your alley looked at and then cleared away.
All right, sounds good. Thanks so much, Sean.
Let's turn to the weather. Another picture-perfect day across Metro Detroit, and look at that scene.
Wouldn't you just sit there and watch that?
Yeah, absolutely. Freighter going by on the river. That's our Windsor Sky Cam, and we've hit 80 degrees once again, and that's just gorgeous. We all know, though, it's not going to last forever.
Nothing
wouldn't
does.
be weather if it did.
Exactly. We wouldn't be Michigan if it didn't. All right, let's get over to Kim for an update for us. We still have some time, though, right, Kim?
We sure do, and I just want to sit there and watch that freighter. I never catch it. You guys caught it. Every time I do weather, I've seen every other meteorologist see a freighter go by. I never get to catch it.
That was your first freighter?
It was my first freighter. It was. I know. I'm glad we DVR'd this. 84 degrees right now in downtown Detroit, 83 at Metro, low 80s pretty much everywhere you go. Didn't crack the record today, which was 89, but close enough. There were some record-breaking temperatures across much of the country. In fact, right now it's 89 degrees in New York City, 85 in D.C., 91 in Sioux Falls, so lots of heat across much of the Midwest, and spring flowers are popping up everywhere. It's great to see the trees in bloom in Clinton Township. Thank you so much for that, My Pick, Linda. Tomorrow we're going to hit 80 degrees once again, but that might be the last time for a while anyway. 58 degrees in the morning, 74 at noon, 80 in the afternoon, and by 8 o'clock tomorrow night, 74. Take a look at this temperature trend, as temperatures are going to be trending down over the next several days until Monday, when our high is only 48. We'll talk about your extended forecast a little bit in greater detail in the weekend coming up, but you can always find out what's going on in your neighborhood by just downloading the free Forewarn Weather app.
All right, Kim, at just 3 years of age, Rennie LaPrade has dealt with more than most of us ever will.
We are taking you to the joyous celebration today for one special little fighter. Hank?
Some big consumer recalls and surprising news about Delta Airlines. If you're looking to travel this summer, I'm going to tell you what you need to do right now. It is coming up in my Help Me Hank consumer headlines.
But first, major developments in that massive leak of classified documents at the Pentagon. Who investigators say did it, next.